say to get you fired up, it's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC WildCard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. First down, Murray. And this is
that's my fault. He's doing this shit this game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this down close to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Murray now on first down.
What? I'm about to get mad as fuck.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
That's the first drive. I made 2 mistakes on that drive.
And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entire 50-50.
Oh my God, that is bullshit. They wouldn't let him get off the fucking thing.
And they have possession, and they
I'm about to take a sack. Look, bro, that's bullshit. That's an easy play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll run with Cook.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping
stopped him in his tracks. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again.
Odell Beckham Jr., the 30, 20, and touchdown.
Let's go.
Odell Beckham, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run. Cook.
Yeah, everybody. God damn, everybody. Where everybody at?
It's the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers. When the lights come on, I think he likes natural light best.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game.
For
those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you said,
get the fuck out of here.
And they've been successful doing it.
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught by
Murray, bro.
Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in so many positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
Bro, can I get some blocking?
First down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Why you lose?
Because my quarterback even going picks. Like, dude was wide open, he threw a pick.
They start the drive with Cook, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
My defense can't stop nobody.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set 50, play. Get that ball clear.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
90 volts. Protein spill. Secret.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating
Herbert
what can still
already
come.
two
I mean,
picks.
2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Shoot, I gotta stop them strong scoring and I get the ball back. That's the only way I come back.
Crater on to add the extra point.
In my corner.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
What's good?
Murray
What's
down
good, my
the
guy?
field.
Let's go! Chase Young.
Down he goes.
How you been?
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Let's go. We got 15 more yards.
Comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
To another pick.
By Juan Thornhill.
This is why I can never get this nigga good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much
Hell no, bro. I'm trying to make a breaking down.
situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination.
This nigga right in front of me.
How about that?
Throw that nigga next time.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. But really,
and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead.
It's win or go home.
There you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let him run
Man,
again.
beat the fuck out of
football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That time a 6-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go home, bro.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Script coming out of the second.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they got things rolling on this drive. A 10th carry in the game for Carr.
Let's go.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. He'll try.
Yeah, boy, because
he'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game.
Oh, my God. Like fucking defense.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. That's why we make them switches. That's why we made that switch. That's why we made that switch. Let's go. Huh? That was the quarterback.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards on the pickup there. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
Damn, this GB is not being blocked today.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
What?
Football player. Bears.
Huh?
The Bears football player, Earl Thomas.
The third?
I don't know.
Let me see. Oh. Man, how old was he?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have come.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Murray. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete. Swings it
Let's
out to his
go.
running back. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
What that is, dude?
Tony Pollard, 46 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend.
No,
they want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done.
I should have rated that
Trying to call
Brown.
the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Yeah, I'm not letting you smoke nobody.
Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Here's Murray.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a track
under pressure and down
Boy,
he
this
goes.
came out to play.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
Oh, my God. That can
Despite
believe
the
that
amount of
shit.
pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Murray, one final try.
Michael Thomas, motherfucker.
For a Bills touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. dub. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
I got that DJ.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone